well, we're entering year 5. Okay. When I first took over, there was a lot of resistance with the first group. I want the program to reflect that of a successful program. Right? I feel that I've been a part of a successful program when I went to high school, but especially in college, when I was at Shippensburg University under Rocky Reese. It's structured, there's discipline, and the boys, the players, have a lot of responsibilities. So as the years went by, you could see there was still resistance, and we're slowly breaking through. You're always going to have kids, adults, players, whatever, that are going to fight the authority. But I feel that I have a good coaching staff. They're buying into what we have, what I want to have done. The kids are seeing, hey, this works. If we do what they're telling us to do, we can really be successful. So we're seeing that finally. And I knew it would take, I told our athletic director when I took the job, give me 5 to 7 years. It's not something that's going to take 1 to 2. So I'm seeing it now.
And as you guys walk through the off-season, conditioning, prepping for 2014, talk about what the buy-in from the kids have been. What have you been trying to instill in them and work with them to build for this program this year?
We started back in December. We took a couple weeks off. In fact, there was a small group that started in November, a couple weeks after the season ended. They tasted a victory week 10, and they fed off of it. And we've been working on that, and since November, numbers continue to build as winter sports got done, spring sports finished. In the summer, we've had about 50 to 60 kids in a daily workout. So, working hard, working towards the same goal, all seeing the same things that we want to see. We want to be successful. We want to win games. We want to play well together. And we've been close. Now it's time to finish and be on the winning side.
And in years past, you kind of struggled in some ways with numbers and getting enough kids out there to really, have a program that can compete with some of the area teams in the school. Talk a little bit about 2014. I mean, that number that you mentioned, I think, is more than what you had in years past. How is that going to help this team and help the depth at Carlisle?
Yeah, well, it really starts with the senior class. These seniors were 8th graders when I started, and we cultivated them. We got those guys to buy in. Now they're the leaders. They're the ones taking us to battle. And the underclassmen really respect them from what we've seen, and they want to do what they're doing. The underclassmen want to do what the seniors are doing, and the seniors, they want to be there. So that's what we've built. Now it's in their hands. They're going to have to take us to battle and take us where we need to go.
And can you kind of break down some of the position battles that are going on as you get through camp and into week 1? Let's start with the offense. Where are we looking at some position battles that are facing?
On the offensive line, we have a couple guys that are going to be tough at guard. We have Gary Parasol, who will be a senior leader. We have Chris McCullough, who's another senior. We got Grant Sugar, who will be a junior. And we're going to look at some other guys, and they're going to be competing. At offensive tackle, we have Colton Denlinger, who started all our games last year. Daquan Lacey Brown, who started the last 2 years. But we also have another guy, Connor Hamilton, who's going to be pushing a tackle. We have 6 tight ends that are going to be vying for position. And we only can have one on the field. And in the backfield, we have Tyler Green, and he started all our games last year. And we have Jacob Clegg, who will be pushing for that spot, junior guy. And we have Billy at quarterback, who will see some pressure from some underclassmen who will be 2 sophomores that are looking to be on the field as well. So we're seeing competition the whole way on the offensive side as well as the defensive side. Defensive line. We're real excited about our defensive line. Again, we have Timmy Rossler, who started a lot of our games, Britt Ickes, Chris McCullough again, and Chase Brock, Gary Parasol. Those guys are, we can only get 4 on the field at a time. And in the secondary, there's a lot of guys looking for some playing time at cornerback and at safety, so that'll be good. Where our question mark is the linebacking core on the defense.
And are there players that you're looking at and evaluating at the linebacker core? Talk about some of those guys that might be vying for some of those spots.
There's a lot of them. It's just we don't know who they're going to be. Right now, there's standouts. They're feeling pressure on those other position groups. The linebackers, we're just waiting for them to, hey, your number's called. It's time to step in, and who are going to be our 4? I can't tell you names because I don't know who they're going to be.
Right.
So it's a question mark, but it's a good question mark. There's guys that can do it. We just don't know.
looking at your team, maybe some guys that are poised for a breakout year. Give us some names of who we might be looking at that we haven't necessarily heard of in years past with Carlisle.
Well, I mean, Deontay Ramsey is a guy that could start on any team in this area and be the star. If we can keep him healthy and keep his mind right, that kid can be something special. Of course, Billy, this will be his third year starting a quarterback. If you know he's taken to coaching, we built him to where he is today. This is a good opportunity for him. We're hoping for a breakout year for him on both sides of the ball.
What has he worked on in the offseason, or what have you seen him improve on most as we walk into 2014?
He's just fine-tuning the things that he knew he needed to work on. You know, there's some flaws that we were able to identify either through film work or, you know, just by repping things out in the field. He's gone to a couple camps, a couple clinics. He's worked with us a lot. He's gotten faster and stronger. But he learned how to be more of a football player, read defenses, and he's smarter. So we're anxious to see how that pans out when we get started.
What does Carlisle have to do to be very competitive or have a winning season in the Mid-Penn this year?
Trust one another, trust coaching, and we have the guys that can do it. We just need to stick together and get the job done.